Grace and peace to you. Friends, on this first Sunday of Advent, I would like to know, have you done all your Christmas shopping? Maybe you aren't that organised, so I'll let you off the hook and ask, do you know what things you still need to buy? Are you prepared for all that this year's different to normal Christmas will bring? I'll let you in on a secret. My personal preparations are going worse this year than they ever have before. Whilst I might be thinking that I might feel Christmassy soon, which is earlier than normal, my personal preparations are almost nil. Church-wise, I'm on the ball, and you can find all the details of all the festive services, including a Blue Christmas service, 2 Christmas Eve services, and a Christmas morning service, where you would normally expect to find them. But on a personal level, I have no idea. As we start to think Christmas thoughts, as we do every year, we have to journey through Advent. It's almost as if we have to get alongside Mary, Joseph, and the donkey and travel with them as we all prepare for the birth of Jesus together. Advent is about starting to get ourselves prepared and ready for Christmas. It's not about our shopping list or wine list, but it's about getting ourselves spiritually ready. Our lectionary reading for today is from the mouth of Jesus, and it talks to us about being prepared. Mark chapter 13, reading from verse 28. Take a lesson from the fig tree. From the moment you notice its buds form, the merest hint of green, you know summer's just around the corner. And so it is with you. When you see all these things, you know he is at the door. Don't take this lightly. I'm not just saying this for some future generation, but for this one too. These things will happen. Sky and earth will wear out. My words won't wear out. But the exact day and hour? No one knows that. Not even heaven's angels, not even the Son, only the Father. So keep a sharp lookout, for you don't know the day or the time. It's like a man who takes a trip, leaving home and putting his servants in charge, each assigned a task, and commanding the gatekeeper to stand watch. So stay at your post, watching. You have no idea when the homeowner is returning, whether evening, midnight, cockcrow, or morning. You don't want him showing up unannounced with you asleep on the job. I say it to you, and I'm saying it to all. Stay at your post. Keep watch. Amen. Stay at your post. Keep watch. Be prepared. As we sing, O come, Emmanuel, we must somehow make sure we're prepared. O come, and be prepared. We cannot have one without the other. And we shouldn't want one without the other. In the reading, we're told about fig trees coming into leaf. And we're told we don't know when the Son of Man, when Jesus, who's talking about himself in the third person, will return. At the time of writing this text, it was a generation at least after the execution of Jesus, and questions were starting to arise about if he would come back at all, and it was expected he would appear very soon if he were to come back. And yet, here we are 2,000 years later, and we're still waiting, still needing to remain prepared. It's fair to say that few people, Christian or not, spend much time thinking about this second coming, the parousia, the return of Christ in glory. Few people think about it and think about when or how it will be, or even how best to prepare for it. Through Advent, we sing about it, but it's probable that this is the only time we think about it, other than when we encounter the humorous memes that say, Jesus is coming, look busy. In all honesty, Too much time has passed, and too many have ascended the mountaintop on what they were convinced was the crucial day, only to descend in embarrassment the following morning, for Christ's return to either be a serious worry or an imminent hope. But still, somehow we must be prepared. What is required of us as we seek to be prepared? To be honest, it's pretty much the same as it was for the characters in the Advent readings. The Christmas stories, and those who wrote Mark's Gospel in around 70 CE. We are to be like the fig tree and fully live in the presence, but with an awareness that everything could change at any moment. We are to be ready for God slipping in amongst us or bursting in at any time, so that we're not ashamed or terrified if the baby next door, the big issue seller, neighbour or stranger, child or crone, turns out to be Emmanuel, God with us. As you think about God with us into the next week, as you journey through Advent, I encourage you to think what you might do differently if the child next door or the homeless person on the street turned out to be God with us. And if you expected everyone to be made with a spark of the divine inside them, how would you treat them differently? As you pray this week, pray for all those preparing for a Christmas where money is tight, where loved ones cannot be hugged or are simply missing. And if you want to sing, then singing O Come, Emmanuel will be fine from here until Christmas Day. But for now, go and continue your preparations for the celebration to come. Go and continue your preparations for when Emmanuel will come. Go and continue your preparations, for God is already with us.